Hello everyone and welcome to Depth. First of all, I'd like to apologize for the lack of videos lately. I had some family issues to deal with, apart from the fact that I took a lovely holiday to Belgium, but now I'm back in business. So yeah, about the game, I've been keeping an eye on Depth for quite a while now. There's a few people playing it right now on YouTube, and frankly, for what I've seen, they're really enjoying themselves. And if I'm being honest with you, I got to a point where I was just too envious, and I finally decided to buy the game and give it a try. So the gameplay you're seeing right now is actually from the very first match I ever had. It's completely unedited, and I thought it would be interesting for you to see a completely new player to the game, someone who's playing all by himself. And yeah, I figured that this is going to be the case for most people. Not many people can gather a group of friends, 5 people, something like that, and they all go into a game and play that game for, I don't know, 1 week, 2 weeks, whatever. That's what I've been seeing on YouTube, and that's fine. That's probably the most enjoyable experience you could get from a game, but that's also very hard for everyone to experience. So yeah, I simply bought the game, jumped right into it. I wasn't really focused. I mean, I was focused on the game, but I wasn't really like too focused. I was talking to people around me and stuff like that. So I wasn't really paying as much attention as I could. But anyways, I enjoyed a lot playing Depth. I'm not going to show you here in this video the second match that I had where I played for the first time as a diver, because frankly that footage would suck. Really, we got completely dominated by the sharks, and it wasn't very fun. That brings me to something I wanted to talk about, because granted I'm not an expert on this game. I've played for a few hours and that's it. But it seems to me that there's quite a big difference between the divers team and the sharks. And I don't mean the obvious differences. Those are fine, those are fun, those are the core mechanics of the game. But what I mean is that if you're on the diver side and you have a team that's well coordinated, that's talking on the microphones, maybe you're playing with friends, something like that. Well, that's a very strong team. That's going to be very hard for the Sharks to take down. However, if your team, if you're playing just with a bunch of random people, you're going to have a very, very hard time coordinating with everyone and winning that round. However, if you're on the Sharks team and you're playing with a random person, you're not communicating much, if anything. It's not all that hard as long as the other team isn't, as I've said before, communicating with microphones or something like that. The Sharks seem to have like an easier time playing the lone wolf, if that makes any sense. It's probably just because of the difference of numbers. It's easier to coordinate with another person than with 3 or 4 more people. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm quite happy about how this match turned out. I think I did pretty well, and I'm usually very excited when I play a multiplayer game for the first few times, because everything's kind of new to you, so you're discovering the maps and everything, and you're going to do that only for a few times. It's not, as time goes by, you're going to learn the maps, and the mechanics are going to change quite a lot, because you're not going to wander around trying to find stuff. You're going to go directly to the stuff. So yeah, I'm quite happy that I performed somehow well. And I don't know, yeah, you've probably seen it throughout the video. The idea I had is that I couldn't handle all the divers at once. I had to go around them, stalk them, and just try to pick some of them off as they wandered into deep waters. That somehow links to what I've said before. If the divers don't have a good team play, or even if their team play is all right, but they have 1 or 2 people who are just not so, I don't know, not so invested on the game, who are not paying so much attention, maybe they're not getting as much treasure, or they're not buying consumables, or what I've said before, maybe they just decide to wander off on their own, well, that's going to be a big detriment for their team, and I mean a very big one. Two of those people could easily lose a match for you. That's everything for now. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I'd really appreciate if you left a comment down below letting me know that. That way I know to make more depth content. Right now I'm playing quite a few games. I just don't know which ones to actually make videos from. Thanks for watching and see you next time.